The Bobcats fall to the Siena Saints for the first time in program history tonight by a final of 60-68. I'm Jack Main alongside Eric Kerr. This is the Rebound presented by Q30 Sports. Now, Eric, tonight was a interesting loss for the Bobcats. They were up by as much as 11 at one point and then end up falling by 8 points in the end. What was the quarter that things started to go wrong for the Bobcats?
But I think kind of the main quarter that caused all the problems was the third quarter. And that was when Quinnipiac was missing a ton of shots from the field. Easy ones too, mind you. There was a lot of times they had open corner threes. They weren't able to get them to go in. Shaq Edwards had a wide open three at the top of the key at one point. Didn't get it to go in. Gene Ward, if you remember, at the end of the third quarter, had a wide open layup with less than 2 seconds remaining, and she couldn't get that one to go in. Mackenzie Deweese, even with her performance, also had a couple missed layups as well. So, Jack, I just think they couldn't capitalize on those easy opportunities to be able to get them those points to secure bigger leads.
Now, Eric, you brought up the performance of Mackenzie Deweese tonight. She doubled, but despite that, was there a turning point in this game where things did go wrong for the Bobcats?
I think it was just the fact that Siena was playing extremely tough defense the whole game, Jack. They switched up a lot of the defensive schemes. A couple times they were playing a 1-3-1 zone. Other times they switched back to a man, and that's what really caused Quinnipiac fits. They were getting up right in their airspace, and they simply just had more energy. I think, and Trish mentioned it in the press conference as well, Quinnipiac didn't play inspired enough. I think they got to go out and play with more inspirational, high-energy type of basketball to be able to come out and win these type of games.
Now the Bobcats were on a 4-game win streak before the loss today. What do they need to do to get back into the win column?
Well, I mentioned, high energetic play, but they think need to be able to come up with different, better schemes against a man-to-man defense. They were doing fine against the zone. They passed the ball around well. They're able to find open looks, whether it be down low or for threes along the perimeter. But I think they need to have a better scheme against a man defense. Shaq Edwards has been the primary ball handler against those man-to-man defenses, but I think coming up with more different types of plays to counteract the man, like maybe having some more off-ball screen set for your shooters like Kerr Hayward and Taylor Hurd. Taylor Hurd had a solid game today, 11 points for her, but Hayward was kind of cold from three, so maybe if you have some more opportunities to get your shooters open for good looks, I think that help them out in the long run, Jack.
The Bobcats get back into action on Thursday when they travel to Manhattan to take on the Jaspers. For Q30 Sports and the Rebound, I'm Jack Main. This is Eric Kerr. Be sure to follow at Q30 Sports on Twitter for everything Quinnipiac sports.